entire thing that happened between her and Davido. Okay? She needs to start telling everybody the truth. How these things went on. How exactly Davido met her. How the things really played out for her. Because it feels like as if she has been telling a lie for so long. She has been telling so much lie for so long that she needs to start telling people what exactly is going on. She needs to start explaining for all of them what exactly has happened though. Because honestly, they have tracked this woman. And now for a fact that she is in Davido. Davido has even tweeted. Davido has replied. Everything. But here is what our news mother said. This was last night. She said, "Good evening. We are heading to bed now. First things first, my name is Ayo Labinjo. I am not Davido's baby mama." That is to say, she is not among the likes of the Sophia MOMODUs and the Larissa and the Amanda. She has cleared herself from that. Yes? Or a BITCH. You know, that was the that Davido called her. It was the same word that Davido actually called her. And now, no matter what is going on now, Davido should try and understand that all the things this woman just wants, all of the things that she is looking for, clarity on her daughter. Now, she proceeded to say, I'm very protective of my daughter's mental health at the level of bullying she went through for years. Meaning that Anu dropped a post, right? She said that Davido and her, when she tells people in school that, okay, oh, Davido is my father, they will laugh at her. They will say you are lying. They will say this. They will say that. But that is not all. That is not all. Anu went through bullying for years. My daughter cried for days, fainted in school, and went for psychotherapy because she realized that it was time already, right? It was time already that she went for that therapy so that she will not lose herself. So that she would not lose herself. And now all of these things that is going on right now, all these things that is going on, she wants to come ahead and clarify it. Now she said, I realize this story has now gone global again, and we have largely moved on. David Adeleke has largely ignored me for years because he thought he picked up somebody. Yes, you can see. He thought he picked up this person from GQ Club in Imadan. GQ Club that is in Imadan. Now, I was a waitress and not picked up from the street. First of all, this whole GQ Club that she's talking about, they should first clarify. If at all she was truly a waitress at the GQ Club, or she was not a waitress at the GQ Club. That is one. Right? Two, after they have confirmed if it is true or it is false, depending on how this matter will go on now. If it is true, then definitely we still have to pressurize the video to keep that DNA test. But if it is false, if it is anywhere near false, she should not even think of saying that Anu should have a DNA with Davido at all. Anu should have nothing at all from Davido. Now, she said, I was a waitress at the GQ Club, right? And not picked up from the streets. I come from a good home. My late father was a good man who worked more the betterment of Nigeria before he was poisoned. So what exactly happened? What happened to her father? But her father is, by the way, right? She said, my daughter is a very tech-savvy, intelligent achiever. All this one for just one chat. Now she proceeds to say, I have no friends. Oh. I keep no friends, and nobody in school is allowed to discuss her family with her. Nobody that is in school at all is allowed to discuss about our family, because no matter what happened in her own life, it is her own life, it is her own family. So they have already been instructed in the school that nobody at all should discuss about her family, whether you are using it as a joke, whether you are not using it as a joke. But that is all, right? That is all. And she proceeded to say, to my own shock, she was trading on X because Anu's father. Now, Davido has said it's not Anu's father, right? So why does she keep on calling me Anu's father? Which means that she is still where she is. She is standing on her own side. She is standing on her own side because she knows what has happened. But that is by the way, right? That is by the way. Now, what did she say? She said, her dad needed to call me this, that he's never met, yet he subjected himself to DNA test 5 times. That is to say, if I thought Davido did not meet this woman, if I thought whatever they have said about Davido not meeting this woman is completely true, right? He should have not brought himself out 5 times. He should have not brought himself out 5 times. But it is what it is, right? He said last time it was his own lawyer, Bobo Ajudua, who brainwashed Nigerians that there were 2 tests done, and I chose the hospital. Dr. Deji Adeleke took us to a lab, not a hospital. What is going on here? What exactly is going on here? Oh, we need to find out. We need to actually find out what is going on right now. Because if she can say that his own lawyer is the one that brainwashed everybody and said that 2 tests were done instead of the so-called 5, and the 2 tests, right, it was done, and she chose the hospital, while Davido's uncle took them to a lab, not a hospital, where this thing was drawn in 2014. Then it was discarded. Hey, ha. Now, they discarded it behind Anu and Anu's mother's back, and the fake result was printed. Wale Shobowale was the lab technician who masked, that means he was faking as who? Dr. Alex. He was faking as Dr. Alex, a brother, Shotayo Gaga, who is a Nollywood actress. He was the one that wrote an epistle on his page, right? He was the same one that wrote an epistle on his page, claiming this and claiming this and claiming that. That was 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago that he never did a test for Anu. He never did a test for Anu. That means the doctor Alex, right? He was the brother to a Nollywood actress. Now, 3 years ago, he wrote and said that he never did any test for Anu and discarded whatever the blaming was. He discarded it, and what? The weakness, what? Of his own life troubles. Now, Anu and her mother wasted her time. They completely wasted their time trying to prove that Davido and Anu, they are together. They tried to prove that, but it was not so. It was not so because Anu's mother did not want that to happen to her. She doesn't just want to. It's not that she's trying to leave Davido or something. No. She's just trying to establish herself. She's just trying to do what she feels like is right. She's trying to do what exactly she feels like it is right for her. But still on that, right? She said what? It disrupted Anu's mental health. And then they lied that we did 2 tests. Now it is 5. We need to really find out what is going on. We need to find out what exactly is going on. Is it that it is 2 tests? Or it is 1 test? Or it is 5 tests? We don't even know which one. We don't know which one at all. Right? Now she said, I am not fighting for my daughter. It is her own daughter that is fighting for her own identity. She wants to know if at all, Anu herself, she wants to know if she is an Adeleke or she's not an Adeleke. Yes, you guys have done 5 DNA tests. Yes, Davido has done 5. They have done 2. They have done 1. That is fine and good. Right? But now Anu herself wants to do the DNA test. She herself wants to see what will come out. She wants to see what exactly will come out. Now, when Davido chatted Anu, he was threatening to lock up her daughter. And he was so bullying her so much. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is where exactly it gets interesting. Now, she mentioned that Davido is a US citizen. She mentioned that Davido is a US citizen. Then she is going to request the US State Department to contact the embassy in Lagos or Abuja so that they will help to supervise and witness a clean, independent DNA test. So this is what is going to happen now. Now she's going to send a request down to the US State Department that they should contact the embassy that is in Lagos or in Abuja, that they should come and supervise the test. Let it not look like as if Davido cheated anything or it is fake anything at all. She doesn't want it to make it look like that, or she's the one that forged it by herself. She doesn't want to make it look like that at all. She has now said that the US embassy that is in Lagos, Abuja, they should send one person down so that they can test too. They can supervise the test so that they will really know if at all the so-called Dr. Alex was fake or it was real. Or we will not get to know if at all it was Anu's mother that has been playing the tricks all along. If at all it was Anu's mother that has been playing the tricks, or it is not Anu's mother. He said the language now she said the language that was used on Anu by Davido, it was really awful. Really awful. Now, she said her daughter Anu did not beg to be here. Now, saying you never met me or telling his family that he was this is very long. It is very long. Wrong, very wrong. Bullying her daughter is another thing. But now, denying her is another thing. Now, all that they need to do is to clarify this matter. It's not that hard. To clarify this thing is not that hard. Since she has already requested that the US State Department to contact the embassy in Lagos so that somebody can come and supervise, right? She should do that. Of course, if she's looking for clarity, Davido said he's tired of doing the DNA test with her. He has already said he doesn't want to do any single DNA test at all with her. And he has made up his mind and he has said what he wants to say. He's saying he's not doing anything again. But now he said today he's going to publish the 5 DNA tests that they did. So we are waiting. Yes, we are waiting so that we'll see if at all those 5 DNA is correct. Then if he can give Anu the chance, if he can go ahead and give Anu the chance, let him give her the chance so that she herself right? She herself is going to understand that, okay, oh, Davido is not my father. Okay, oh, Davido is this. Okay, oh, Davido is that. Let her just clarify herself. Now she's not fighting for her mother. She is fighting for her own self. She is fighting to realize if at all Davido is truly her father, or her mother lied to her, or Davido is her father and the DNA test that was going up and down around her, it is all negative. Okay, guys, we'll wait for the DNA test now. Let us see what exactly will happen. Let's see what will happen. If at all Anu's mother is willing to contact the US State Department, then let her go ahead and do so. Because right now, it feels like as if Davido himself is avoiding this. But let us go ahead and see what exactly is going to play out.